Hey guys, what's up? It's Bibs7 here again, and welcome to another RuneScape 3 vlog here today. In this video, just going to be doing a quick little overview of where I've been and things like that. I definitely wish I had been around for the release of the new boss that came out, which was, of course, Solak. I know I was saying I was going to be around for that, but unfortunately I did get a bit sick, or I guess you can call it sick, but I wasn't able to really play and didn't really have anything to make videos on because I wasn't playing for the release, and I just started playing again because I was feeling better. I think it was about a couple of days ago, maybe 3-4 days ago now. So I have been able to give the boss a try. So I did learn the mechanics and stuff, and I have managed to get a couple of kills in a duo. I've currently got 2 kills, 2 KC on the boss that I got today with my friend HP Warrior. Him and me did it on our first try together. I did learn the mechanics with my friend Alex, although he doesn't have Acto and he was going into the mind, so we weren't able to get any kills in practice mode. But I had a good enough grasp of the mechanics to managed to get a couple kills today. We only went for 2 and we got them both, so it was pretty good. I enjoyed the boss. It's pretty fun, although I don't really like the way that it is time gated for the relics part. It's kind of lame, although I guess you can go into the mind and kill whatever. A Rethdor I think is in there. I'm not sure if it's a Rethdor or a Merethiel. The names confuse me a little bit, but he is in the mind, I think, and you can kill him to phase it instantly. But the problem with that is you do have to get him down to 300k, or you're going to have pretty much a really hard time doing the last phase. For those of you that know about the boss, it has been out for a while, although people do struggle to get kills, or are struggling at least to get kills there, which I think is pretty cool. It's pretty unique in that you need 2 people that are, pretty good at DPS in order to get the kills, because the arms and legs aren't the toughest DPS challenge, but if you don't know what you're doing at all, or you don't know basic sunshine rotation or whatever, you can't even get past that point. But then phase 4 is it's a pretty good test of your DPS, and both of you have to be on point with what you're doing. So I do definitely enjoy it. I might make a separate video talking more about it. I could also make a guide. I know I only have 2 KC, but I definitely know more than enough about the boss to make a guide on what to do to get at least kills with, lower leveled, not lower leveled strategies, I was going to say, but I guess without 4 TAing is pretty much the only thing that I don't do in terms of strategies. But you definitely, one of the best things about the boss is you definitely don't need to use like the best auras in the game to do it. So like something like Telos, you don't really want to be doing with anything less than pretty much Maniacal. But at Solak, you can use Maniacal. It does help. Of course, it's always going to help even if you have 100% accuracy, because it gives you higher damage. But it's nowhere near as big of a factor as it is at something like Telos, because I'm pretty sure you have 100% accuracy on Solak. That's just the way he's designed. So I think that is definitely one of the best things about it, is they've taken a step away from focusing on having to do aura escape for everything PVM. So that's probably definitely one of my things that I would say is really good about the boss. But I definitely am enjoying it. I'm going to be doing some more kills probably in the next couple weeks, and hopefully I can manage to get one of these new drops. Of course, this is a new boss collection for the Collection King series, and of course a new boss pet for all those insane final bosses out there. And it is pretty rare. It's 1 out of 1200 with a 500 threshold. And for those of you that don't know, kills at Solak are pretty long, especially if you're not 4 TAing. They're going to be anywhere from 17 to 20 minutes, depending on how quickly you get through phase 2. But it is definitely a pretty long fight. It's comparable in terms of the way it works in general to Virago, although the phase 4 is definitely more similar to Telos in that you have like a pretty set rotation and stuff. But yeah, in general, I think the boss is pretty fun. Currently, the bows, I believe, are about 1.2 and 1.1 bill, so decent for sure to get one of those, but I believe they're going down. And the main problem is the normal loot is pretty bad for the amount of effort you have to put in to get there. Like when you go to Telos, if you're at on a high streak at a high enrage, you'll get like 5 mil plus pretty much every kill, unless you get an unlucky item roll, like you like luminous energy or something like that from Telos. But at Solak, I mean, you don't really have the best stuff that you can get. The normal drops average around a mil. Maybe if you averaged them all out, they would be a bit less than that, or maybe a bit more. I'm not sure. Depends on how rare the different things are, because I mean, the best drops obviously are like you got Ceradomin Wines, Serenic Scales, Uncut Onyxes is the best, but it's a range of 1 to 3, so depends on how many you get. But in general, your average drop is going to be around 1 mil, so for such a long fight, it is a bit tough to see that, unfortunately. My 2 drops were both Grimy Herbs, which is probably the worst ones you can get, but I'm not 100% sure. I think I got Quorms and then Cadentines, but like I said, there is always a chance for that pretty sweet crossbow. That would be pretty nice. Then there's also the Grimoire, which is a pretty cool item that I'm sure you know what it does at this point, but you can use it's kind of like an Excalibur for prayer, and the problem with it is it's pretty terrible right now. It doesn't restore nearly enough prayer for it to be even worth using, I don't think, at anything. So definitely not something I'm looking into getting, but I might buy some of the tokens for it just because I expect they're going to buff it, especially considering people kind of are complaining about the fact that you don't really have the best reasoning to do Solak with the crappy normal drops, but we'll have to wait and see on that. Then there's also a cosmetic override, Merithiel's staff. I'm not sure how much that's worth. And then the purple mushroom thing gets you a I think it's like a pet unlock that you can use. I don't know what that's worth either, but it's probably not worth too much, I don't think. And then of course there's the Sully pet. He drops the imbued bark shard for that. So yeah, in general, I'd say it's a good boss, although the amount of hype it received, I think it's a bit overdone, to be honest, because a lot of mechanics end up being quite similar to other bosses in the end when you kind of compare it. Like at the beginning part, it's kind of similar to AOD in a lot of ways, with some of the mechanics that it does, like the kind of has the pool thing, and then you have the roots are kind of like the reavers a little bit. And then when you're doing the relics, that's kind of like when you go around and kill the pillars at AOD. I don't know. It's just a bit similar in ways. Like you can obviously see the way that the same person designed the boss, I guess was the way I would say it. But still, I think it's pretty good. And I am hoping they buff the normal drops, or if they buff the Grimoire, I'm sure that will go up in price for sure. So that might be another reasoning behind doing it, but I'm still going to be doing it regardless. I do enjoy it. I think it's pretty fun. I just need to try and maybe find some more people to go with that are able to get consistent kills. I usually do the DPS on the outside of the mind at least I did when I went with my friend HP Warrior, and we pretty much had no problem getting it either time. The second kill I got hit a massive hit right when I started doing my onslaught, so I had to cancel that, which usually won't happen once we get a better grasp of the rotation on P4, and like it just seems a little bit random when he hits you with some of his attacks on P4, but I'm sure more will be uncovered as we move forward and more people do the boss. But yeah, I figured I'd give my opinion on that since this is my first video for coming back. I do have quite a large backlog of clips that I can edit together to make a new collection video, and also I think I just have to do this master clue, and I will be able to do another clue scroll video as well. As far as other things go right now, I did manage to get myself flanking 3, so I put that on my knock staff. That's really good at Solak, so I decided I'd go ahead and get it finally. You can use it elsewhere, like at Yaka, AOD, and stuff, but Solak, it really helps a lot for the well, pretty much for the whole fight in general if you're DPSing, but mainly the arms and legs, and then of course the end part. So figured I'd go and pick that up. And I also went and bought a bunch of these Dominion mines because those are very nice for just getting a free kill on one of the routes at the start. But yeah, you guys can let me know in the comments what you think of the boss, if you've done it at all, if you've been, managed to get a kill or not, or maybe if you managed to get lucky, get some of those new crossbows or something like that. Let me know in the comments. I am definitely glad to be back and making videos again. Like I said, I was away for a bit. It's not really anything to do with the game itself. It's more of a personal stuff, so don't want to get into it too much here. Hope you guys can understand though, and I will be back making those videos. Like I said, should have a video for the Collection King series coming out pretty soon, although it is going to be kind of really long, I think, because I want to do an overview of all my collections at the end of it, I think, so I can sort of just show what I have and what I'm waiting on for certain collections, because I feel like I don't show the collections themselves enough when I'm getting new drops and stuff, so I want to make sure it's up to date. But yeah, that's basically it, you guys. I'm going to be making some new videos as well on the updates that I missed within the next couple of days, just so I can talk about those as well, although I haven't actually done them. The Hall of Memories thing came out yesterday. I haven't actually done anything with that, so yeah, hope you guys are looking forward to it. Let me know again what you think in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.